Hey, Divyam. Hey, Emma. One weird question. If every conscious thing vanished tonight, would the universe still exist tomorrow?
Do not answer too quickly.
Obviously, yes.
Okay, what color is that tree?
Green.
The tree does not contain the experience of green. The light hits it, and certain wavelengths reach your eyes, and your brain transforms the information into experience you call green.
So reality is fake?
No, reality may exist, but we never experience it without our biological interface.
Thanks, Emma. Exactly. And it's the same with the sound. Outside your mind, there aren't songs floating through the air, they are pressure waves. Your brain transfers those waves into the experience of sound. So everything you have ever seen, heard, or touched, you have experienced through this biological interface. You never experience the reality completely unfiltered.
Here comes quantum physics.
Unfortunately, I was hoping we did survive one conversation without it. Anyway, imagine sending tiny particles toward two narrow openings. When the experiment does not record which opening they pass through, they create a strange wave-like pattern, almost if they explore both paths. But once setups to record which path they took, that pattern can disappear. And that's the famous double-slit experiment.
Because somebody looked?
Oh, here's it comes. Not exactly. In the quantum physics, the observed does not necessarily mean a human watched it. It can simply mean a detector interact with the particle and record which path it took. So once the information exists, the wave-like pattern can disappear, even no person ever checked the result.
Great. Consciousness isn't magical. Video over.
Oh, I wish now made the Wigner point,
Terrible superhero name.
but it's still kind of hero and great physicist. Now imagine you are inside a completely sealed laboratory. You are measuring your quantum system, you perform the measurement, and from your perspective, you see one definite result. But I am standing outside the laboratory, and the quantum theory can allow me to describe the entire lab, particle, the detector, even you, together as one quantum system.
So I have a fact. While you can still describe possibilities,
That's the problem.
Then whose reality is the real one?
And that's exactly where the things get uncomfortable. This isn't only a philosophical thought experiment anymore. In 2019, researchers performed a 6-photon experiment inspired by Wigner's trend, and they violated Delta inequality by 5 standard deviation, I think. Now, this doesn't mean two people literally create two different universes, but under the assumptions of experiment, it challenged the comfortable ideas that there must be always one completely observed independent side of fact.
okay, now I'm uncomfortable.
Good, because this is where biocentrism enters.
What's that?
Think about the normal story we have always been told. The first came the universe, then stars, planets, life, and the billions years later, this and that, consciousness appeared. So consciousness became a late passenger inside already existing universe. Biocentrism asks a radical question. What if that story is incomplete? What if consciousness isn't simply something sitting inside the space and time, but the space and time are the part of framework through which conscious life experiences reality?
Quantum physics proves that?
No, and anyone saying it does it overselling the science? The quantum mechanics does not prove that your consciousness creates atoms, planets, and galaxies. Biocentrism is a radical proposal, not a established result of quantum physics. But here, why I find the question fascinating. Think about we already know. You do not experience electromagnetic wavelengths. You experience color. You do not experience the variation in the air pressure. You experience music. You do not experience electrical signal moving through neurons. You experience love, fear, pain, beauty, memory, and somehow being you. And science can describe many of the physical and biological mechanisms involved. But we still do not have one universally accepted theory explaining consciousness itself. Why all of the processing is accompanied by subjective experience?
So answer the question, does the universe exist without us?
My answer probably yes. The quantum physics gave us no reason to believe that mind or your mind has to keep the moon physically existing. The moon doesn't disappear just because it's watching it. But here's the part that changed the question. Imagine the universe after every conscious experiencer disappears. Photons may still travel, but there is no experienced color. Pressure waves may still move through matter, but there is no heard sound. Star may still burn, but there is no beauty. No fear, no wonder, no meaning. No one is standing under the night sky asking where I am.
So maybe consciousness doesn't create the universe.
It creates what the universe feels like?
Maybe, but I did phrase it even more carefully. The consciousness may not create a physical reality, but it creates only the experienced reality we have ever known. And that's the part I cannot stop thinking about. Because imagine a universe existing for trillions of years, star exploding, galaxy colliding, planets forming, but nothing ever sees it, nothing hear it, nothing feel it, nothing wonder about it, nothing ever known that it exists. So what now I want to ask you, if reality exists, but can never be experienced by anything, is the existence alone enough for to be meaningful, or there's something fundamental different about the universe? Once something inside become consciousness enough to say, who am I? I am here.
Yes or no? Tell me why in the comments, because the line between what exists and what can be experienced might be much stranger than we think.